Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. I want to share with you this recent story I saw, and I wanted to bring your attention to a few things. It says Blinken and Bennett stress cooperation on Iran amid political turmoil on Israel. So basically, Secretary of State said that they want to have the cooperation between the two countries, US and Israel, against Iran, and Secretary Blinken underscored our respect for democratic processes and our mutual concerns about Iran's malign influence on the region. Then they mentioned that Biden is going to travel to the region and he will visit Israel, the West Bank, and Saudi Arabia. And they mentioned also that Israel strongly lobbied the Biden administration against rejoining the Iran nuclear deal, raised tensions with the Islamic Republic by carrying out more covert attacks, and recently Israel has stepped up assassinations inside Iran. They also mentioned Israel has kept the US in the dark about its latest covert operations inside Iran. The US still tacitly endorses the covert operations by not condemning them or trying to stop them. So again, the hypocrisy of Israel and the US is astonishing, of course, but it is the result of the considerable might and military power that the US has, and the protection that the US has granted to Israel. Like they say, this is unconditional support, unwavering support for anything Israel does. So the government of Israel is attacking their neighbors and has been doing so since its foundation. So they don't have any intentions to stop, but they think that Iran is the one that has malign influence on the region. And this is particularly hypocritical coming from Secretary Blinken, where he says they respect the democratic processes. Maybe respect the democratic processes of countries that are interesting for them or that they consider allies, but not everyone else. For example, this is the list of countries that the US has invaded since 1776. So it's shortly after their foundation, they started invading, attacking countries to right and left, as you can see. And depending on the definition of an invasion, they say if the US forces interacted with a foreign country or territory, they say that, in fact, according to historians Christopher Kelly and Stuart Laycock, the United States has been militarily involved with every country on the world, except 3: Andorra, Bhutan, and Liechtenstein. So you see how respectful they are. And this comes from this article that was recently released by the Washington Post, where it says the US tried to change countries' government 72 times during the Cold War. And that was only during the Cold War, because they didn't stop after that, and they didn't start exactly in the Cold War, So between 1947 and 1989, the United States tried to change other nations' government 72 times, included 66 covert operations and 6 overt ones. And this is only until 1989. So after that, they didn't stop. More recently, in the relation with the current situation in Ukraine, they also, overthrew the government of the Yanukovych government, and they put another government that was more sympathetic to the US cause and the European Union. So they didn't stop, they continued to do it, and this is only what is documented. So I can see how they are really not respectful for democratic processes. They are only respectful for their own democratic processes. Now you have this legendary allegation that Russia intervened and it was meddling in the elections of the United States, which is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion, and it has been proven wrong for a lot of people, you know. But anyway, they only care about the democratic processes of countries whom they consider allies. So anyone else is subject to overthrow and invasion, killing, assassination. You know, is their way to do it, either by remote control or by spies or all kinds of special forces. You know, they invade and kill anyone they want, anyone who opposes them. So that is just a quick assessment of how things are in the Middle East. That they consider Iran the bad guys, but they are actually the ones who are killing people and deposing governments, invading, attacking. You know, just recently I did a video on the Israel attacks on their neighbor Syria, so you can see how it is what they want. You know, they feel justified to do what they want, and because they have the military power, they get away with it. That's the way it is. That is the way things are in our world right now. I'm in favor of peace, but we will see when that will happen. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this, and as always, I ask you to please like the video, share the video in social media, subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.